Hello everyone and welcome back to more Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, and in this episode we're going to be getting further through the game by starting off something that I was supposed to do in the last episode actually. And you know, before in the last episode where I was basically saying we got all the gems, it turns out I missed the one in Future Frenzy, because this one actually requires a secret entrance that we have to take, you know, in the secret warp room, because we have the right number of relics, so now we can access it. So we're going to be doing that, I guess. And now I'm saying what I used to say in my old LPs, where I kept saying, so we'll be doing that, or something, I don't know. Either way, let's just go into Future Frenzy, which is this one, and hopefully it will be good. So as you can see, this is pretty much the death route, and oh my goodness, the music on this bit is glorious. I know it's basically the same thing, but it's just how it sounds, you know, when it's remixed and everything. It just sounds really pleasing to the ears or something, I guess. I don't know, I'm saying weird things at the very beginning of this episode, but that's what I do on most of the episodes, so that's alright. But this one, it's mainly, you know, just try not to die and hit all the boxes. Makes it a lot easier with the Wumper Cannon, since, you know, you don't have to worry too much about spinning of things, where you can just shoot them instead. So you can see there, it makes it a whole lot easier trying to go through this level. But this remix, though, is just really good. I would show it off, but there's so much noise going on right now, like with the, you know, explosions and the sounds of the treadmills going off. All that, so I can't really do much about that at the moment, and I just died. Great. But yeah, as I was saying with like this remix and stuff, I can't really do much about it since, you know, there's so much stuff going on, it'll be hard to hear the music and everything. All you'd hear is just explosions with the Wumper Cannon and everything. One thing I noticed is with the checkpoints, even when you're up this close to them, you can't hit them. I guess that's so that you can't cheat, where you can hit like a checkpoint that's way out in the distance, and if you die it's going to make it a lot easier. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption there, but, you know, basically you just mainly go through this level actually just trying to hit things with your Wumper Cannon. You can just spin at things, but honestly I like using a cannon. Even though I said I didn't really like using it, looking at it from today, I can see myself using this thing a lot, but as a kid I was just never really intrigued by it or something. Whereas nowadays I can just use it all the time. I think you've noticed that due to me just getting it out all the time, making things a lot easier for myself. Oh darn it, I thought that TNT there was going to hit that spaceship, as that would have made it a lot easier. But the thing that's daft in this area is it's like the other ones, where you're going to have to do a bit of backtracking in this one in order to get all the boxes. And how do you do that, you ask? Well, basically, you know, collect this gem here, and when you hop onto this platform, it'll take you back to the normal bits of the level. Only, to make things harder, we've got 46 of the boxes in the secret area, so now we're going to have to backtrack all the way to the beginning and get the remaining bunch. So that way, when we come back here, you know, we get all the boxes and then we get the gem as well. So we've pretty much seen most of this area in the previous episode or so, or one of the episodes, shall I say. So I'm going to cut ahead to when I've found all the boxes. So it's, you know, just backtrack and then go through the level normally, and you should get the gem. See you in a bit. Also, when you have collected all the boxes by backtracking, you should at least have 80. The reason why I've got 81 is because I hit the checkpoint box and all that. But if you avoid the checkpoint box and, you know, you just hit all the boxes, that's without destroying any of the nitros. You should have 80. Just for those who are curious. If you don't have 80, then you're missing some boxes. You've got to go back and find them, or probably try the level again. And there we go. Good. For a start, because in my practice file I missed just one box. I was really furious about that one. But good to see that we got 2 gems. So now we can just exit out of here nicely. Okay, cool. So now that we got those 2 gems in Future Frenzy, my timer at the moment says 12 minutes. And yeah, that's how long it pretty much took me to do all this. Probably shorter than that. I'm assuming around 5 or so. I don't know, I'm just predicting weird things. Let's just go on to one of the other ones in the next warp room, which is level 23, I think, because we did 22, didn't we? Yeah, we did 22 with the motorbike stage. Ah, this one, Flaming Passion, which contains the very last coloured gem. And with this one is pretty much set, you know, like in the Arabian stages and everything. Only this time, you know where I said you'd have to kill yourself in order to take the secret gem and just collect everything in one shot? This one is actually pretty well designed because it has a checkpoint thing that allows us to not backtrack as much. You'll see what I mean when we get there and all that. But still. Although this one's pretty much the same thing. Honestly, once you get the running ability, it's actually possible to get a platinum relic on this very easily. At least that's what I found in my practice file because, well, as the time of recording this, I've already beat everything. You know, just beaten the whole game pretty much. Just did 105%, so I pretty much know what to do now. I like to do that really, is just get further through, you know, my actual LP progress, so that way I know what to do later and so I don't have to practice the levels again in order to do it. Yes, that's what I find anyway. Although on this, it's like the other ones where if you die, you're going to miss your chance of getting the coloured gem since it's one that is a death route. And with death routes, you're not supposed to die. So if you die, you're probably going to have to restart and do it again. That is, you know, if you're not doing it the first time or anything. It's up to you really, you can play the game however you like. But still. Again, I approve of the music in Hiss. I think the name of the guy is Mutato Mizuka or something? I don't know exactly who he is, but I'll put it up as an annotation. I mean, I might as well give credit to the person that made this music. Otherwise you're going to think that I made it, which is untrue. That guy made it instead, so please give credit to him. But we made it here. Before we go to it, however, you want to hit just this one box up here, as it will save you backtracking. You'll see why later. Good God, I thought I was going to fall down there then. That would have been embarrassing. But anyway, let's just take the death route. With the death route remix again. I know I may hear this so many times, but honestly, I can't get enough of it. It's a shame that more remixes aren't made for it. Like I was saying in one of the episodes where, apparently there was one for the motorbike stages. So that's pretty swell. But that's what I mean by the checkpoint. There's going to be a checkpoint in the death route. Right there. Good thing I took it, otherwise we would not be able to go to the death route. Good thing there, because otherwise we wouldn't have not gotten to the death route again. They're being very generous with us in this. I'm having to concentrate so much that I'm actually starting to stutter. Great. At least it shows you this isn't scripted. But still. Now, usually what you'd have to do in the other ones is I'd suggest getting the coloured gem and then killing yourself. Nah, not really with this one. You can get the coloured gem, and if you hop on here, it takes you back to a certain part of the level. I like that. I don't see why they didn't do that in other ones, but never mind. Guess you have to change some things. But that's what I mean by getting just that one, you know, box that was way off there. Because otherwise we'd have to backtrack by doing a risky jump all the way there. But since I already destroyed the box, we no longer have to do that. And it makes life a lot easier for us. And I do not want to get hit by the guy. Okay, we are back this time, and hopefully we are not going to screw things up. So that'll be good. By the way, if you're looking to watch someone else's version of this LP, which one would I suggest? Super Genius. Super Genius's LP of this game is also pretty good. If anything, better than mine. I mean, he's been doing it longer after, isn't he? And I don't really want to call myself an expert at this, as I don't like to think that. I just like to think myself as a normal guy playing through this game, and that's all. But, you know, if you're looking for another LP of this, try out Super Genius's one. Since that's also playing on the PS3 as well. With this death route, it's, again, one that requires the Wumper Cannon. Where pretty much you have to shoot the nitros. Or you can just avoid them normally, but it makes it a lot easier using the Wumper Cannon. But like I said, in some things, the Wumper Cannon is required. Especially trying to get all the boxes on this particular bit. Because you got these bouncy boxes, you know, below us and all. And really, how they expect you to do it is, if I just bounce all the way over here actually so I can get them all, is to go close to the edge and basically let your Wumper Cannon out and then just shoot all of them that way. Because that way, for some reason, it also gives you 3 lives. Strange, but I'll take it. And then after that, you should get all 28 boxes, and that's all good. The thing, though, that really annoyed me was this. I don't know if this happened to any of you at all, but when I was playing through this recently, my practice file, I was wondering which box I was missing, because every time I cleared through the level, I just missed one box. And you want to know why? There's one up there. I completely avoided that because I thought, oh, that's surely the box, you know, that spins, showing how many boxes you have left towards the end of the level. No, it turns out that's the actual thing with a box. So I was very annoyed because I took several tries trying to get it. But good to see that I got it with ease this time. Okay, cool, we're on a roll this time. We're pretty much nearly done with the game, actually. Very, very close. This LP has gone by a bit quicker than I imagined. I was thinking around 20 episodes, but no, this is the 10th episode and we're already on the last bit. Well, things are just going swell then, aren't they? But either way, that's all of these, I think. Have we got time for this one? Mad Bombers. Yeah, you know what, why not? Let's do it.
Crash, Coco, remember, it is not only Dr. Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
Oh my. Thanks for the words there, Aku Aku. But then, whoa, what the? Good grief, okay, that was one of the most scariest moments of my life. This is basically similar to Coco's one, except this time we play the role of Crash. And instead of taking down blimps, they make things a lot harder for us, where we have to take down planes instead. Oh, and it's not just hit them either. You have to hit the blades, and as there's 2 of them in each plane, you have to hit both of them in order to take it down. But luckily, there's only 5 of them. If there was 8, that'll be even harder, and I don't think I'd get through it much easier. Still, I might have to turn this down actually in post. Because at the moment I can't really hear myself due to the game audio being loud. And you know what's weird? My volume right now on my laptop is like at volume 5. That's how loud this is, but I have to keep the game volume loud so that I know it captures it properly, otherwise it's too quiet or something, you know? And if I adjust it, it's not going to be too loud, too quiet, or anything like that. So I just like doing it like that, I guess. But still, that face at the beginning, good god, that's scary. I think I noticed that as a kid, but I'm not too sure. There were a couple of things in gaming that were scary, but I didn't really notice when I was a kid or anything. Like, I grew up with Sonic Gems Collection for the PS2 and all, and of course that one, when it had Sonic CD, had the USA soundtrack, meaning it had that really scary, well, apparently scary, boss theme on there. Honestly, I didn't find it that creepy at all. Some people find it creepy because they forget the message and stuff, but if you look besides, you know, outside of the creepy message, it's alright. Plus, with me being a kid, no, all I really cared about was just the gameplay. I didn't really care about the music or anything. So I just avoided it, and I guess that's why it's not really creepy, because it didn't really spook me out as, you know, spook me as a kid or anything. So that's the reason why I don't really declare it scary. Same with Lavender Town from Pokemon. I don't know, I'm just a really unusual person. It's not very balanced, I guess, with gaming and stuff. Oh wow! Hang on, we're doing better than imagined. This is what I mean when I go on just about random topics. I seem to do better. I don't know how it works, it just does. I guess that's just me in a nutshell. As we're coming up to... Are we pretty much nearly done with this? I think we are. All I can suggest really though is try to hit those guys if they come your way, especially if they're off to far distances, and after that you should be good. Wow. Well, that went really well actually. And I bet I'm going to die on this bit. Oh, no, maybe not. Just then I thought I was going to be taken down just there, and that would have been disappointing. Cool. Okay. You know what? Just to make things short, because we're coming up really close to the game, I might as well just make each episode a short one. Might as well. I mean, they're supposed to be short, but I kind of overestimated it during the LP or anything. But, well, that went surprisingly well. I thought I was going to be there a long time doing that. In the next episode of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, we will be going further through the game by starting off the last level, Bug Light. And hopefully collecting everything. And trust me, you'll love what it has in Bug Light, similar to Crash Bandicoot 2's as well. And I think you know what I mean, as it involves the coloured gems. So take care guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I don't know why I'm so enthusiastic at the outros.